Alrighty. Okay. Hello there. Well, it's Monday again. Although it seems like, that movie with that guy that lives the same day every day, every day, every day. That's kind of how it feels. But it's Monday. So, a big hello to the guys at the Soul Center. Guys, I'm thinking about you. And let's put our mind in something else. So, let's put our mind into yoga. Alrighty. So today you need, of course, your mat. You're gonna need a block. If you want for your knees, you need a towel or a blanket, something like that. And I might or I might not get the strap into place, but we'll see about that. Okay, so we're gonna be here for an hour. Let's get started. So we're gonna start by laying down in a mat. Of course, I know that's your favorite pose. So lay down in your mat and allow your legs and your arms to be feeling heavy. Place your arms, palms facing up in your mat and close your eyes. Relax here. And let's practice some awareness. So find yourself. Where are you lying down at? And start focusing in the areas of your body that are making contact with the mat. And with that, start setting up your mind into this space instead of like trying to answer the 5,000 other thoughts that are rushing into your mind. Just let's make a bundle with all that and let's put it by the side. We will be waiting for you whenever you're ready. In the meantime, we're going to focus a little bit more into going a little bit deeper with that awareness. So start scanning your body, start with the crown of the head and all the way down and towards your toes. Find out how the body is feeling today. How are your joints, your muscles, your bones? How's everything feeling? This is a very candid conversation between you and your body. Really recognizing what areas of the body might be in need of a little bit more of help, a little bit more of self-compassion. Now move towards your mood. What is the mood for the day? And again, just allow to have these wonderful conversations. Sometimes it's okay to don't feel okay. Now let's go deeper with our breathing, start inhaling through the nose deeper and exhaling through the nose. Maybe place your right hand on top of your stomach and your left hand on top of your chest so you can feel a little bit more that chest coming up and down every time that you breathe, and maybe that right hand coming up and down a little bit more as you introduce your breathing into your stomach, expanding and contracting that stomach a little bit more with every breathing. Keep on going. Now maybe try to go a little bit deeper with your inhalations, and let's try to lengthen our exhalations a little bit more, trying to get more air out of your body little by little. If you practice your Ujjayi breathing, this is a good moment to start on that. So maybe you can press your chin a little bit more towards your neck so you can constrict a little bit the pass of the air so you can do a little bit more of sound there. Keep on going. One more breathing. Now slowly, very slowly, send both of your arms overhead. Interlace your fingers and point your index finger. Place your legs together, point your toes, and give yourself a huge stretch all the way from the fingertips and all the way to your toes. Invite everybody to this party. Don't let anybody out. Ribs, stomach, knees, everything needs to get that wonderful stretch. All right. Now come back and bring that wonderful right knee towards the chest. Embrace that knee towards your body. Invite that knee towards the chest. It's just like really, really good. Stretch here. If you need to place the sole of the foot on the mat, by all means. But if you can keep that wonderful left leg stretch, let's go for it. In here, move that ankle a little bit. Maybe doing some circles, finding range of motion. And you might find that there's a lot of snap, crackles, and pops here. And that's okay. Keep the invitation going for that wonderful knee. Now let's switch. Bringing now the wonderful left knee towards the chest. Lengthening that wonderful right leg. And doing those same circles with that ankle. Exploring. Keep on breathing. Invite that wonderful right knee again. And hold both of your legs here. And cradle here. If you wake up with a little bit of maybe lower spine pain, which is basically how I woke up today, this is a wonderful little massage to that sacrum, and it removes a lot of the tension that we can keep there. Righty. Okay. Bring both legs all the way up and towards the sky, lengthening those legs a little bit, pointing those toes towards the sky and then towards yourself, towards the sky and towards yourself, towards the sky and towards yourself. Let's do this a couple more times. Okay. Knees towards the chest. Grab your shins. Couple more cradles here. Perfect. Let's change your grip to the back of those knees. And let's rock and roll here. Have fun. Swinging back and forth until you find yourself making the next one sitting. Alrighty. But we're not going to sit. We're going to come into a boat pose. Yes, we need to strengthen that core. So keep the legs together. And you can keep your toes, your feet down. That's a wonderful place to be as long as your feet are not touching. If you want to go deeper, then you can start lengthening those legs, maybe completely parallel towards the mat, and that's completely okay. Or if you want to go deeper, start lengthening those legs up. Good job. Keep your arms by your side, and they can be pointing towards the front, those fingers, palms facing up. That is great. You can keep them by the side. And yeah, we have a cat flying. Well, we're on both pegs. That's great. But keep breathing. Whatever you're doing, keep breathing. Two more. One more. Bring those legs towards yourself. Ended up sitting. Place the sole of the foot on the mat. And get yourself a small. So I'm just trying to grab my opposite higher side of my arms with my hands and lengthening my spine as much as I can. Alrighty. Now let's lengthen the wonderful right leg all the way down while you keep your wonderful left leg here. All right. Inhaling here and exhaling. On the next inhale, bring that wonderful left arm all the way up. Exhale and send it all the way towards the back. Bring that wonderful right arm all the way up and send it across the left. Bend that elbow and press it towards that wonderful left leg and twist. Twisting towards the left. Keep that wonderful spine lengthened. And when there's no more space to twist, then send your gaze towards the left. One more breathing here. And let's come back towards your center. Let's switch. So now it's the right knee that comes up. Place the sole of the foot on the mat, the right sole of the foot. Extend that wonderful left leg. Inhaling here and bringing that wonderful left arm all the way, wonderful right arm all the way up. Send it all the way towards the back so you can have a wonderful place to put all your weight. And now inhaling and lifting the left. Bending that elbow and bringing it across and towards the outer side of your right thigh. Start twisting now towards the right side. Twist. When there's no more space to go for your waist, then start sending your gaze towards the wonderful right side. Show some curiosity. What is behind that wonderful right shoulder? Keep pressing left upper arm with right thigh. Press. And come back to center. All right. Let's bring the sole of the feet together and let's come into a Baddha Konasana, or what is called a butterfly pose. So basically, sole of the feet are together. You can grab your feet on the outer edges of your feet and start sending your knees down. With this also, and most importantly, is your spine. So make sure that you have a long spine here. You're lengthening here. If you feel that your shoulders are start to creeping up towards your wonderful ears, make a look with those shoulders and get them away from the ears. And in here again, so show some curiosity and see what happens if you put your feet a little bit farther away from you, or if you put them closer towards yourself. So explore and see what is good for you today. Maybe you did this pose yesterday and you were in certain place, but today you are in this place. Keep that spine long and strong and keep your breathing going. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling. On your next inhale, you're going to start looking forward and going forward and down with that wonderful gaze and that chest. So lowering down, lowering down, lowering down. We still have a cat here on the making Kafka. Don't have enough. Come on, with the cat. Get out of here. Inhale here and exhale. Inhale one more time. And exhale. We're gonna have 2 more breathings here. And let's see where we ended up at. On your next inhale, come all the way up. Send the wonderful right leg towards the left. Send both legs towards the back so you can come into your tabletop. So come into your tabletop. If you need something for your knees, this is the moment to add it on. I'm going to put a little bit of my towel here. My knees are a little bit on the sensitive side. Yes, there you go. Okay. And get into a good tabletop, making sure that those knees are under the hips, that the wrists are under the shoulder, your hands are shoulder width apart, your knees are hip width distance apart, top of the feet firmly rooted. And here, let go of your stomach. And bend those elbows just tiny little bit so you can offer the heart forward, the chin up, the gaze up, and the tailbone up. Exhale and arch in the back. Send the navel towards the spine. Keep on going, using your breathing. Enjoy the pose. Go at your own pace. Focus on your breathing as much as you can. We're going to do one more. And now we're going to bring the right foot where our right hand is. Now, if you need blocks here, this is the moment to bring your blocks. By all means, use them to give you a little bit more of a height if you need to. We're framing our wonderful right foot. Make sure that the knee is under the ankle. Curl the toe under, and let's travel a little bit with this hip. Sending it towards the back, lengthening that wonderful right foot. Inhaling here. Exhaling and lowering down. Inhaling and coming up. Exhaling and coming all the way towards the front. Look forward, don't look down. Inhale and come all the way up. Lengthening all the way up and towards the sky. Good job. Exhale and come all the way down. Frame that wonderful right foot. And now lengthen. Lengthen that leg, send that hip towards the back. Inhale here, look at your wonderful knee. Exhale and come all the way down. Inhale and come all the way up. Exhale and come all the way towards the front. Inhale, bring both hands all the way up and towards the sky. If you need to uncurl your toe, by all means, one more time, coming all the way down with those hands, curling the toe under, sending the right hip towards the back, lengthening the wonderful right leg, toes towards the sky. Inhaling, exhaling, and sending your wonderful forehead towards that knee, but is still looking forward and looking down. Inhaling and up. Come all the way towards the front. Leave only the wonderful left hand down. Right hand come all the way up and towards the sky. Okay, this is a good place to be. If you want to go a little bit more, then curl the toe under on that left foot and lift that knee. And lengthen that wonderful left leg. And maybe try to twist a little bit more towards the right. There you go. Breathe here. Okay, bring that wonderful right hand down. Maybe place that knee down. And send that right foot all the way towards the back. Okay, let's do the other side. I'm going to change my position so you can see the other sides too. Okay. Oops. Okay. Inhaling here. And now sending the wonderful right foot, left foot, where left hand is. Framing that wonderful left foot with both of your hands. Okay. Curling the toe under your right foot if you want to, but if you don't need to, just leave it there. Okay. Inhaling here and looking forward and look down. Exhale, curl the toe under and send that wonderful left hip all the way towards the back. Lengthen that left leg, toes looking up towards the sky. You're looking forward, maybe where your foot is, or a little bit forward. Exhale and coming all the way down. Inhale and come all the way up. Exhale and coming all the way towards the front. Place that foot down. Look forward. Start to look up, lengthening those arms all the way up and towards the sky. Exhale, framing that left foot. Curling the toe and lengthening that left leg one more time. Lengthen that left leg. Inhale here. Exhale. Lowering down. Inhale. Lifting up. Exhale. Coming towards the front. Inhale. Coming all the way up. Exhale and frame. Inhale and lengthen. Exhale and coming all the way down. Inhale and up. Exhale and coming towards the front. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. Okay, send that wonderful left foot all the way towards the back. Take your time if you need to. And here, let's move our hips. So make sure, again, that wrists are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, and let's move those hips towards the right. 1 and 2. And now towards the left. 1 and 2. Okay, now let's do something for our wrists. Wrists are always a thing in yoga. You need a lot of strength in those, and it's hard to get a hold of that, to get that strength going on. So I have a very good one for you here. Okay, so send that wonderful right hand to look towards the right, and then that left to look towards the left. Okay, right hand is gonna look towards your right knee, left fingers towards your left knee. And come back and look towards the front. Come back and look towards the front. Towards the right with the right hand. Towards the left with the left hand. Make sure that you're spreading all those fingers. Look at your knee, right knee with the right hand, left. Okay, now that you saw how this goes, we're gonna go faster. And faster. And faster. And now, change the order. Start by the side maybe, and then go to the front, and then go to the back. Switch it up. Make it entertaining for you. But go as fast as you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alrighty, we're gonna end it up with both of our hands looking towards your knees. Make sure that you are still shoulder distance apart and that you are spreading all your fingers as much as you can. Okay, lift those toes. Yep, and maybe get your legs together. So lifting those toes, walking those hands a little bit here, and sending your weight. Use those wonderful wrists. Get them strong. Okay, send those hips towards the back. So now the palm of the hand wants to leave the mat because you're sending your hip toward the back. Try to keep those palms there on the mat. It's really, really hard. Coming back towards the front and lifting towards the back. Trying to keep those heels of the hands on the mat. Okay, one more time towards the front. One more time towards the back. Heels of the hands on the mat, on the mat, on the mat, on the mat. And at the same time, I'm trying to send my hips a little bit lower. Last time, towards the front and towards the back. Good job. In here, curl the toes under, sit on those hips and move those wrists because for now, for sure, they might be screaming to you something. Woohoo! Okay, good job. Okay, coming back into your tabletop here. And we're gonna finish this with right knee touching your right arm. And then touching the left arm. And then touching the right and down. Left knee, inhale and up. Touching the left, touching the right. Twist to touch the right. Come back and down. So the secret here is to twist. If you don't twist, you're not gonna find that wonderful left arm or that right arm. Inhaling and lifting the wonderful right knee up. Touching the right arm. Twisting and touching the left. So turn around and actually see towards the left side. Back towards the center and down. Okay, the left. Touching the left arm. Twisting now and touching the right. Look at the right side. Yeah. Back to center, touching the left and down. Okay, right. Touching the right. Twisting and finding the left arm. Coming back to center and touching the right and down. Last one with the left. Touching the left arm. Twisting and finding the right arm. Coming back to center and finding the left and down. Okay? Let's curl the toes under and let's come into our wonderful downward facing dog. So in here, finding your downward facing dog can be sometimes tricky, but definitely, when everything fails, go for your spine. So make sure that your feet are hip width distance apart and bend those knees. Bend those knees, yes. Now send those hips all the way towards the back and up. And engage your upper arms. Let go of your head and make sure that your head is looking maybe towards your thighs or maybe even towards your navel. All of your fingers are spread. And if you feel that you haven't spread enough, take your time and do that. Now, if your heels are not touching the mat, it's not a big deal. But if you want to go there at some point in your practice, then you can start moving those heels towards the mat, slowly, very slowly. Engage your breathing here. Alrighty. Walk those toes. Bending the right knee and the left. Yeah. Have fun with this. Come back towards your center. Look at those hands and send all of your body towards the front. A little bit of a plank pose. Send those heels towards the back. Push, push, push with those arms. Get strong here. Hips up. Inhale and come all the way back into your downward facing dog. Okay, one more time. Inhale and coming towards the front. Sending those heels towards the back. Get strong. Maybe in here, cut back a little bit. Okay. Exhale, come all the way back into your downward facing dog. Okay. Inhale now and lift the wonderful right leg. Bend that knee and send the toe towards the left side. Stack the hip, one on top of the other. So right hip is stuck on top of the left. Maybe you can place the left heel down. Check your weight. Make sure that you're not just having the weight in one of your hands. Okay. Okay. Right knee touches your right arm. And up. Stack the hip. Okay. Right knee touches the right arm. Twist it and touch the left. Twist back, touch the right, and up. Twist the hip. Last one. Inhale. Touch the right. Touch the left. Extend. Extend that left. Slide and send the left arm all the way up. Okay. Left hand comes down. Right leg all the way back up. Place the right foot where your right hand is and be graceful. Do not stomp that wonderful foot. Okay. Inhale here and exhale. On your next inhale, come all the way up with both hands. Maybe interlace both of the hands on the thigh and lengthen forward. Make sure that you're looking forward, not down, that you're lengthening with that wonderful left leg, left heel, looking towards the back. Check your pose. Make sure that you have your foundation okay. So if that wonderful right knee is not on top of that ankle, go ahead and do that. If you feel that your stance is too short, move it. Take your time. Hands to heart center. Okay. Inhale and bring both hands all the way up. Follow with the gaze. Inhale and send the right under the left and come into your eagle arms on the wonderful right side. So you have your eagle hands here. And on the next inhale, you're going to bring the left leg to join the right. And we're going to come into squat. Inhaling here. And exhaling. On the next inhale, bring the left. Oops. And come into your squat. Squatting here. Let go of the eagle arms and come into your chair pose. Check your chair pose. Make sure that the heels are really, really pushing, that your knees are not coming forward on top of those toes. If you want, you can lift the toes. Send those shoulders away from the ears. If you're looking at a banana back, don't go banana back. Make sure that you are using the core. Look forward. Make another look with those shoulders. And come all the way up. Inhale and lift both hands all the way up. Exhale and come all the way down. Forward fold. Okay. Inhale and place both hands on top of your shins or on the front and lengthen forward. Exhale and forward fold. Place your hands on the back of those wonderful cows. And yeah, the cat is having another cameo here. Let go of your head. Okay. Hands on top of those shins and lengthen forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and come all the way up. Follow with the gaze. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, let's go with the eagle arms now in the other side. So now it's your left hand that is coming on top, under the right. So you have the eagle arms on the other side, and what we're going to do is going into that other position in the exactly same way. Okay, so I'm going to move so I have a little bit more of a space here. And be careful, this is not an easy thing to do. Okay, so we start by coming into a little bit of a squat pose. Okay, and from here, lift the wonderful right heel of the mat. Make sure that there's nothing behind you. And then send the right leg towards the back. Lengthen again into a crescent pose. Find your crescent pose. Good job. Make sure that you can bounce here, that you feel really, really balanced. Breathe here. Breathe one more time. Let go of the interlace and bring both hands all the way up and towards the sky. Exhale, bring both hands all the way down and frame that left foot. Okay. Inhale here and bring the left foot all the way towards the back. Place those hands in a good position here. Lift the left leg, bend that knee, send the foot towards the right, and place the right heel down. Stack those hips on top of each other. Inhale and bring the left knee to touch the left arm. Touch the right, twist here. Touch the left, up. Inhale, bend. Stack those hips. Okay, inhale and touch the left arm. Twist and touch the right. The left, up. Stack those hips. Send that left foot towards the right side. Enjoy this for a second. And let's go into the other side. Okay, inhaling and touching the left. Touching the right. Lengthening here. Lengthening the left. And coming all the way up. Don't keep your head unsupported. Make sure that you're supporting your head. Look towards the sky. Lengthen here. Maybe you can come overhead and send those hips all the way up and towards the sky. Bring that wonderful right hand down and into the mat and send that left leg all the way up and towards the sky. Good job. Place that left foot down. Right foot just right beside it at hip width distance. Come into your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Okay. Look towards those hands. Bend those knees and either walk or jump all the way towards the front. Whatever you feel you want to do. Okay? Finding yourself a hip width distance, letting go of your head. Rubbing opposite elbows with your hands and maybe swaying from side to side if you want to. You can stay static also if you want to. Let's lengthen those hamstrings a little bit more. So now I'm going to place palms of the hands under the sole of my feet. Lengthen those hamstrings and press those toes down. Press the big toes down. Really, really, really pressing down and letting go of the head. Those are the two big clues here. Lengthening those legs. Pressing those toes. Letting go of your head. Close your eyes. Relax and keep pressing. Lengthen those hamstrings a little bit more. Good job. Slowly but surely lifting the head a little bit, lifting the sole of the feet and leaving that wonderful hands out. And now pressing your hands on top of your sacrum, interlacing those fingers on your sacrum. Interlace those hands on your sacrum. You're still hip width distance apart. Let go of your head. Really, just let it leave. Say no, no, no with that head. No, 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 no. Okay, good job. On your next inhale, lifting those arms all the way up and towards the sky. Let go of the head. You can stay here and this is a wonderful place to be. If you want to start going forward with those arms, you're more than welcome to do so. Take your time. Be mindful of those wonderful shoulders. Whenever you're ready, start coming back down with those arms. Place those hands on the sacrum. Let go of the interlace. Place your hands on top of your thighs. Lengthen the spine forward. Send those elbows closer towards the body. Alrighty, look forward and don't look down. Place your hands now. Actually, let's come into a forward fold and come all the way up. Now from here, let's come into a wonderful balance pose. So make sure that your feet are together, and we're gonna do a balance in a different situation today. So what we're going to do is just pressing those toes and lifting those heels. Lift the heels up, lift the heels up, lift them up, 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 and towards the sky. Find your drishti point in the front. Keep them up. Alrighty. Bringing those heels down. Okay. So now you're gonna bring the block. And you're gonna place it in between your thighs. Okay? So we're gonna squeeze that block. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze that block. We have a little bit of separation in between your toes, between your feet. And again, hands to heart center, and come all the way up. Squeeze the block. Squeeze, 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 squeeze the block. Press the sole of the feet down. Okay. Now without the block. Okay. From here, I'm going to move into this position so you can see the side a little bit better. And what we're going to do is lifting the sole of the feet. Yeah, using the ball of the feet. Making sure that those ankles are super strong. Look for your drishti point. Hands to heart center. Finding your breastbone with those thumbs. Pointing those toes towards the sky. Shoulders towards the back and away from the ears. And from here, start lowering down. Squatting down. So heels up, heels up, heels up, heels up, and squat. Good job. Maybe squat a little bit more. And maybe squat a little bit more. Heels up, heels up, heels up. You're doing fine. You're doing more than fine. You're doing amazing. Come all the way back up. Keep those heels off. Keep those ankles engaged. And finally, lower those heels. Good job. Okay. Inhaling here and starting sending your right leg all the way towards the back. Lengthening here, warrior three. Sending your torso down. Lowering that torso. Maybe sending that right toe, big toe, a little bit towards the left. So those heels, those hips can stay stable and in one position. Make a look with those shoulders and get them away from the ears. Lengthen a little bit more that torso. Keep your drishti point. Offering those arms towards the side. Good job. Coming back to center. Placing those hands down. Look at that wonderful left foot. Okay, so we're coming on a standing split. So start walking your hands towards that left foot. Okay, and look towards that left leg. Keep that right foot up. Left hand, find the back of the calf and squeeze it there. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Have confidence in yourself. You can do this. Okay, right hand. Start lifting from the mat and coming towards the back of that calf. And if you go down, you come back. Breathe. Good job. Place both hands down. Place that wonderful right foot down. Okay. Bend those knees a little bit more. Make sure that your torso is on top of those thighs. Let go of your head. Breathe here one more time. Alrighty. Now, hands on top of those shins, lengthen the spine forward. Place those wonderful elbows towards the side of the body. Stomach in, look forward, don't look down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bending your knees even a little bit more, brushing with the fingertips and coming all the way up. Offer the heart up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's switch. Okay. Right leg super strong. Let's take a look at the left leg. Super strong. Find your drishti point in front of you. Start dipping the torso forward and sending the left leg up. You're kind of a T here, so you're not dipping your torso lower than what you're dipping or lifting the left leg. Keep those hips level. You can keep your hands to heart center, or you can open your arms if you want. Find your variation of your warrior three. Breathe. Send your shoulders away from the ears. Oops. And if you fall, come back. Hands to heart center. Place your hands down. Look at that wonderful right foot. Okay, so right foot is super strong, right leg is super strong, left foot is coming up. All right, left leg is up. Start walking those hands. Appreciate the differences between one side and the other. Maybe one leg is super strong and the other one is, not today. We'll see how that goes. Take your time. Breathe. Look at that wonderful right leg. Right hand finds the back of the calf. And keep that leg and that arm super strong and super connected. Find the connection there. Keep that left leg up. And now slowly but surely, bring that left leg there. And if you fall, come back. Breathe. Bring both hands down. Bring the left foot down. Yay! Bend those knees. Press that torso on top of those thighs. Let go of the head. Good job. Place both of the hands on the back of your neck. And this will help your spine to decompress even a little bit more. Now, if you want to start lengthening those legs, by all means. If you don't want to lengthen those hamstrings, you can stay where you are, and this is a beautiful place to be. If you want to sway, go for it. You want to stay static? Your choice. Finally, place both hands on top of the shins and lengthen the spine forward. Shoulders away from the ears. Stomach in. Good job. Good job, good job, good job. Inhale and come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, finally, we're coming into a pyramid pose. So find a little bit of a space in front of you. You don't need a lot, but you need some. And now send your wonderful right leg forward. Not too big of a stance, but in some stance. Okay, now that you're forward, make sure that your hips are still looking towards the front. So square those hips. Good job. Both of the sole of the feet are on the mat. And coming to your prayer pose here, reverse prayer pose. So this is an option. You can come into a reverse prayer pose here, or you can come and grab your opposite upper arms. That's up to you. Okay. On the next inhale, lengthen forward. Okay. Now notice your wonderful right hip. It wants to kind of sway from side to side. So do not allow this and send that wonderful right hip towards the back. There you go. Keep looking down and now look at your right foot, your right leg, your right shin. Inhale and lift. And come all the way up. Okay. Come back with those hands to heart center. Bend that knee a little bit and come all the way back. And we're going to go into the opposite direction. So now we're going to lengthen the wonderful, send that left foot forward. And come into our pyramid pose on the other side. So make sure, again, that sole of the foot is down on both of your legs, that your hips are looking towards the front. You can come into your grabbing of your elbows here or your forearms. That's completely okay. If it's in your practice, going into your reverse prayer, come into your reverse prayer. Okay, lengthen here. Exhale and coming all the way down. Check that wonderful left hip. Make sure that it's still looking towards the back. Good job. Start looking down a little bit and towards your left foot. Look at your left foot. Look at your left shins. And maybe your left knee. And lower and lower and lower. I'm trying to bring that forehead towards that left knee. It might or it might not happen. Ready. Lengthen forward. Bend that wonderful knee. Lift completely and bring now the wonderful left foot to join the right. Okay. Let's go towards the sides. Right foot is looking towards the right. Left foot is looking towards the left. And we're going to start lowering that. If you need a block, you can use a block to sit down. If that is something that you need. You can keep it also on the back of your heels. Or you can actually lift those hips. It doesn't matter. It's a right to your malasana, whatever that looks for you. Place your hands, your upper arms on the sides of your inner legs, of your inner thighs. And from here, hands together and send those wonderful fingertips to find that wonderful breastbone. Lengthen forward here. Sink into your malasana. And maybe close your eyes. Breathe here. If you need to adjust while you're doing this, by all means. Sometimes we find more space. Place your left hand down and send that wonderful right arm all the way up and towards the sky. Come back towards your center. Place that right hand down a little bit more towards the right. And now sending the left hand all the way up and towards the sky. Bring that left hand down. And from here, let's lower down. Let's do this as gracefully as possible. Lengthening those legs forward. Taking your time to get into your Dandasana. So find your wonderful staff pose. So make sure that you are placing your sit bones out. So remove some awesomeness if you need to. Lengthen your spine, send your shoulders away from the ears, place your hands by the side. Make sure that those legs are super strong and that they are engaged in this pose. So they're not just like, laying down there. They are strong and engaged. Okay. So in here, look forward and look down, chin parallel towards the mat. Good job. Keep those ribs in, the stomach in, and lengthen those hands all the way up and towards the sky. Follow with the gaze. Look forward and look down, and from the creases of your hip, find lengthen. When there's no more space to go, let go of your hands, and your hands will fall, but your hands will fall. Keep lengthening forward, keep offering the heart forward. Alrighty. And the same way we come in, we come out. Placing your hands down. Now place your hands a little bit behind you, one side and then the other. Fingers are looking towards the front. And legs together. Yeah, legs together. Press those wonderful feet towards the front and send those hips all the way up and towards the sky. Keep that head supported. Keep those toes pushing down, 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 down. Alrighty, come all the way down. Okay, let's do this one more time. Press both hands down. Legs are together. Send those toes down and towards the mat. And then send those hips all the way up and towards the sky. Good job. Come all the way down. And let's come finally on a wonderful bridge pose. So laying down in a mat. Slowly but surely. Make sure that you can touch the back of the heels with your hands. Feet are hip width distance apart. Alrighty. Your shoulders are on the mat, hip width distance apart. And think about those knees going towards the front and being pulling towards the front. They're not being pulling towards the side. So try to keep those knees from staying pulling around into places where they shouldn't go. Okay? So inhaling here now and lifting those hips all the way up and towards the sky. Okay, this is a wonderful place to be. You can stay here, hips are up, knees are looking towards the front, sole of the foot is completely rooted down. You're very good here. One more breathing, and come all the way down. Okay, we're gonna do a full bridge now. So again, make sure that you can touch those heels, that your back is on the mat or cozy, and now send those hips all the way up and towards the sky. Okay, interlace those fingers and start shimming your shoulders. Little by little, take your time. Make sure that you don't move your neck. You keep your gaze towards the sky and you're pushing with those forearms and trying to lift a little bit more. Knees still arrive at the same point. Stay there. Enjoy here. One more breathing. And come on all the way down. Let go. Undo the shimmy. And coming all the way down. Sacrum is the last thing to touch. Bring your knees towards your chest and embrace those knees. Move towards the side. Place the sole of the feet by the edges of your mat. Do some wipers here. Maybe one more. And knees towards the chest, embracing those knees. Cradle here. Get a small, lift the head, lift the shoulders, embrace those legs. Trying to get super small. Good job. Alright. Let go. Now send both of your knees towards the right side. Open your arms at shoulder height. Palms are facing up. Sending your gaze towards the left. Looking at the wonderful left hand. Right hand comes on top of the left thigh and push down. Coming back towards your center, embrace those knees. Send both knees towards the left until they touch the mat. Feel that supine twist is really good. Arms again at shoulder height, palms facing up. Send your gaze towards the right. If you want to do this more intense, left hand comes on top of the right thigh and push down. Push down. Good job. You've got a wonderful right hand. Keep stretching here. Come back towards your center. Bring your knees towards your chest. Switch the grip. Come towards the center with both of your hands and grab your ankles. From here, grab the outer side of your foot and find the sole of your foot and come into your happy baby pose. Alright. Come back down and come into your wonderful Savasana, extending your legs. and extending your arms by your side. Palms are facing up, relaxing, allowing the curvature of your spine, your natural curvature to be on the mat. So there's a part of your spine that is not on the mat and it's okay. I'm gonna leave you here. Enjoy your savasana. Keep going with your practice. These are dark times and I think we need this more than ever. At least I do. So I'm gonna keep on doing it and keep on posting it. Hopefully you're gonna like it. Hopefully you're gonna tell me something that you want, that you don't like. I'll try to get better at filming this. I know I suck at this. Alrighty? Anyway, the light and the divine in me recognizes that there is a wonderful light and there's a divine that shines out of each and every body of you, bounces into me, and from there we send it all the way to the wars of the universe, where it's so, so much needed. Namaste, Yogi.